Get out of here, kid. The butcher threw an empty pop can at me. I wasn't even doing nothing, just looking at their trash to see if they had any scraps. There was nothing, just a few cut crusts and some rotten bananas. Everything else was napkins or cups, not edible stuff. The sun wouldn't be setting for a while, and I needed to get out of here. I shouldn't have come anyway. Old Man Tabber threatened to put me in the system the next time he saw me. I didn't know what that was, but it sounded bad, like they might have food but no playtime. Aunt Erin said it was terrible, and I'd hate it. So I avoided him, ducking down alleys and hiding behind dumpsters every time I saw him. I kicked rocks, watching the pebbles skid away as I walked to the woods. It was hilly here, and too much time in the woods would make me more hungry. Looking back at the alley, I sighed and kept going. Hungry was better than the system. At least it wasn't cold. I think it was summer, maybe? Warm and comfy. In the woods, I walked until I couldn't hear the cars anymore. Then I walked some more. I crossed a couple vacant roads and moved even deeper. As long as I took my time, I wouldn't have to try and find any more food. I clutched some pebbles in my pocket, stroking them with my thumb. There were pebbles everywhere, but these were pretty. So pretty I had to keep them. They were the best things I owned. A big cloud covered the sun, and I glanced up. It was too dark. That meant rain. I started to jog through the woods, heading deeper under the thicker trees. If it rained, I'd get wet and have to sleep in wet clothes. Large raindrops pelted the leaves and echoed around me, but I stayed mostly dry. Thunder cracked in the distance, and I stopped, bracing my hands on my knees. My sides hurt, but in a good way. I didn't get to run like that very often unless it was from a grown-up in town. This was more fun. A strange shout had me diving under a bush, and I waited to see what was coming as my heart pounded against my chest. No footsteps came my way. No brush was moving. It must have been an animal. "Lake, give it!" The sound was so distant I barely made out the words, but that could be the woods swallowing up their sounds, making them hard to hear.